Morning, my boys. Hey Alexa, what day is it today?
Today is Sunday, February 18th, 2024 in Los Alamitos.
Hey Alexa, what time is it right now?
It's 6:26 a.m.
I'm going through the Facebook memory. This is February 18th, 2023. I had a dream about 9/11 and Hurricane Katrina before it happened. This time I'm older and dying, and I have my kids who are kidnapped. I'm not in high school anymore, but it definitely feels like it. I'm still a psychic, and I'm still talking to the dead, and shit only gotten worse, not better. World War III. Penn and Teller, this one is for you. Never again and let's never forget. World War III is happening now, and these school districts and churches are hiding underground human sex trafficking, and Hollywood joined in for the votes and likes and money. Government did it for sex, lies, and money. Put them together and you get war. This is a war against women and men, and adults versus children. A mother and a child's and a children's voices will win. Oh my babies, it's so hard not being able to see or hear your voices. I miss you. I can't keep going on like this. My body is shutting down because these people who are alive are killing me. Jealousy kills. I'm ready. I don't want to be here. You boys are the reason why I'm here. Your dad knows it. I'm sorry, but I know you got this. Fight. Know the truth. Seek the truth, and the truth will lead you to me. I'm a medium, a psychic. I'm a psychic medium. I wanted to become a medicine woman. Other names are would be Hioka or shaman. But my grandmother told me they will pick me up. I told them I can't go without my kids, so they will be picking me up soon. Of course, my body I don't need. Oh, the places I'll go and see. My dad is telling me he can't really tell me how much, only 'cause it's a family secret. I have keys. Anyways, to my offsprings, my babies, my everythings. I don't have anyone to talk to or trust. No one is helping me, nor anything to help me, nor doing anything to help me. It's like I was never born. No joke. Anyways, my boys, if you read this message, it means I'm gone. Please remember me. Fight for me. I wasn't done. I was murdered. I hope you have fun putting away these monsters for me. Papa and I are trying so hard to do this for me. I I've never seen or know what it's like having a grandmother, so I just let the spirits take over. My Anthony, they helped me so much with you. You were my first, and I was so scared, and the people I knew growing up were all horrible people. Even till this day, it's because of people like them I didn't want kids. I had a choice and I took that. I had in that choice I was given options, and in those options I still asked for help from my ancestors, and had them play a huge part in how I raised you. My Colin, my Anthony. Anthony needed a brother. Anthony needed you, and I knew that. I was on cloud nine when I was pregnant with you. I just wanted to skip the pregnancy and have you in my arms. I couldn't wait to see you and your brother together. That was amazing to see. When I lost the baby, you boys were there for me. When I told you boys, I know you were too young to remember, but that baby wasn't there anymore. My Desi, and I'm talking about Joseph. When I lost the baby and I had to tell you boys that I didn't have a baby anymore. Um, he was Desi. He was both you boys. He was both he he wanted you boys. What both you boys needed. Desi and his boys. Desi doesn't know about Joseph. So you boys need to know, you need to tell him about Joseph, just like Papa. I made the best team a mom can ask for in my eyes and in my heart. My boys, my coyotes, my love, my 1, 2, 3s, my offsprings, my babies. I will always be here. Look up. I wish I had more time with you boys. I did right. And I hope you made videos too, because I will be in them. When you play it back, listen to the noises, okay? 2/18/223, 2023. Time 5:37 a.m. Music Rich Spirit by Kendrick Lamar. So as I'm writing it, the song comes on. So I put the time. Those suicide hotlines and domestic violence hotlines don't work. No one cares. Stop having kids. No one understands how to take care of a child. The dead people are telling me no one cares to even talk to them. A lot of COVID-19 people were murdered. These doctors knew better, period. But yet but yet too scared or too stupid, like our teachers. Like Dr. Phil. People who use 144 are narcissists trying to make money. Let me go to the Dr. Phil one. They want me to bring up the Dr. Phil with John Edwards. Which was crazy because Dr. Phil seemed like he was nervous for some reason. Like,
I would like to talk about a little bit about the process, just to explain that everything I get is symbolic. Is your dad passed? Your dad? Okay. Are there two dads for you? I see two male figures. So to me, I see two fathers. Did anybody miss a leg, or was somebody paralyzed on one side?
No. My dad had a broken leg at
He
one
did.
point.
He
At some point in his life, but he wasn't paralyzed or anything.
His mom passed too?
My mother and father both passed.
And one of them either passed by their own birthday or one of them passed by a holiday. Did you ever have a sports connection with someone that is in the media business where you didn't see them for a while and then you found out that they passed? Like, did you like share a box at a game, or did you golf with this person? But I feel like his passing is shocking. Who is Dean?
Well, Kid Craddock is a good friend of mine.
when I listen to it,
What's the sports connection to him?
I
We
get
played golf
irritated.
together.
I was getting
Did you not
irritated
see him
listening
before
to
he
it.
No, we were in contact that day.
And I
Who's the
don't
Dean?
see
Who's the
it. I
Dean?
have to
His
watch
name- his
certain
real
things
name
like a
is
couple
not Kid,
times,
his
and I
real
have to
name
listen
is
to it. I have to listen to it,
his passing
and I have to
was very
visualize it.
sudden.
I have to
So
see
you
it.
guys would meet up at the same sports event or sports whatever?
Well, we played golf together a lot. We had a very jovial relationship, and we'd tease each other about everything. He died 7/27/13. Was the last text message. I got a text message from him. He dropped dead minutes later.
But I feel like you helped him navigate something that wouldn't be known publicly, and I don't mean health. And he's making me feel like, thank you for being honorable and not discussing that then, and clearly not discussing that now.
There was a lot of pressure to disclose some things when he passed that I refused to disclose. So,
Well, he appreciates that. Is there a Milton or a Miles or an ML name that's connected to you?
It's funny because
Separate from him now. Go
it's
to
all
your
gonna
family.
come back.
oh, I wish Robin was here.
Can we call her? Is Robin to the rescue?
She's got an incredible memory.
Hello.
Nice to see you.
So good to see you.
Here's the brains of the
I just
outfit.
love
I'm so
it.
happy you're here.
I've been outside listening.
Where's the place where there was a passing that's close to a celebration?
My father passed the day after Philip's birthday.
Okay, so then the two father figures in the beginning.
And
his
remember,
dad,
Dr.
and then your
Phil
dad.
is also
Yes.
And so he
connected
said
to
his
the
dad
human
broke his
sex
leg, but was there
trafficking.
any type of
He's
remnants
connected
of
to
that leg
children's
break?
abuse.
Yes. He limped all the time. He had a limp because of the broken foot.
And
Is there
Oprah,
anybody here that lost somebody to a suicide gunshot to the head?
I don't know anyone.
Nope. I'm getting that really loudly. Kind of feel like it's behind me, whichever way that would be.
like,
The small group out there.
it's crazy. Like, is
I know that
Dr.
their
Oz
actions
gonna
brought about
be the
their
one
passing. I know
to
that
say,
there's a
like,
Sears
hey,
Cake
yeah,
connection
this
to
is
it.
wrong, this ain't right, I don't want this, I don't want to be anything a part of this, I don't.
Who was that?
John Perry is the director.
When is a doctor gonna start standing up? When is a teacher?
And then you
When
weren't
is
in a band with
somebody
him, were you?
I wasn't a band then.
stand up and say, you know what, this is wrong.
I don't know
This
if you're
is so. I'm
doing
waiting
any type of
for.
consulting, political, if you're spending quality time at the White House, but there's some type of political, energetic thing coming up around you.
Been to private meetings in Washington.
So you're not announcing your candidacy for 2016 right now. That's not what we're doing. Gotcha.
This was 8 years ago. Dr. Phil receives a reading from psychic medium John Edwards. This was 2015, April 16th. And this pops up. Well, I don't know why it didn't pop up before, but now this pops up, and Dr. Phil's been coming up because of the ranches and the what he does. Church, religion. He's very he's a heavily religious person, and that's what people in the White House does. They brainwash people into religion, and it's just a big it's just like Scientology. I'm getting a grandmother figure. I'm getting a mother and a grandmother figure here, and it's like my mom. So either my mom is recording me right now. She has a hidden something with it's hidden. Because I still feel her presence here, her energy, like it never left. Like it never left. That's one. And then I was watching this.
And regulates heat 10 times better than regular hoodies because it's made with 330
Unspoken
GSM of premium bearskin.
America, a Native American boarding school.
They were forbidden to practice their way of life in the early boarding school years. Previously, relationships had been based upon the natural world and each other. Prayer and ceremony were important aspects of life. The early schools were run with military precision.
It was more accurately should be called ethnic cleansing rather than assimilation, and it has had devastating effects on my people.
I think that was a time when the government really felt like they could, that was their last option, you know, with the so-called Indian problem that they had to deal with, and
Take
it was
away
the
our
last
kids. Take
option
away
to
the
go
kids, and
for the children.
you brainwash the kids. And that's what happened. That's exactly what happened.
This photo from the Pine Ridge Sioux Reservation shows families camped near a boarding school in South Dakota. Close family proximity was discouraged.
Assimilation affected the Utes in a very tragic way. It was so ineffective that it did not train us to become competent in the white world, and it took us away from our own culture. So much
the
so
abuse.
that we weren't even competent as Indians anymore.
That's where Hitler got his ideas from, the United States. Hitler grew to be the person he was because of the United States. The United States let that happen. They created Hitler.
It's a summer day on Utah's San Juan River. Cliffs and alcoves along the river offer glimpses of past civilizations. Beginning thousands of years ago, ancestral Puebloans were some of the first inhabitants of this area. The dwellings of River House provided sweeping vistas for ancient people who lived here. Petroglyphs etched into stone tell
When I go to the
stories of ancient
cemetery,
times. Ancestral
thankful.
Pueblo families lived here,
I'm grateful.
seeking survival.
For what they have left, what they have tried.
European explorers arrived in the Americas.
I'm not going to deny them. I'm not going to throw them
They
away
entered a world inhabited by indigenous people.
I can make people feel comfortable. And no, there's no God and there's no Jesus.
Encountering the expedition led by Meriwether Lewis and William Clark was a pivotal event in the history of Native Americans. Lewis and Clark explored the vast lands acquired by the United States from France in the Louisiana Purchase of 1803.
For Native Americans, I think it was the beginning of a very significant shift in their ways of
So
life.
my offsprings,
In all areas
I'm
of
trying
their
to get
life,
justice for
from
my family, my
governance to
people.
the cultural.
So it's your turn
Lewis and
to
Clark
get justice
eventually arrived at the Pacific.
for
It was a
not only
significant
yourself,
moment
but
in
for
the
me
history of the
and your
American
family
West.
too. You need justice for what was done to you and what
The
is
Lewis
going
and
to
Clark
happen to
expedition
you. You
publicized
need
the
justice.
West. Settlers and entrepreneurs would follow.
You need
Change
to
arrived.
go
From
back.
the stark, remote Badlands to
Go
the
back
unforgiving
into the
deserts of the
past
American West.
and understand,
The United States government saw westward
so you know
expansion
how to
as
go
progress.
forward.
Native Americans felt encroachment.
There's always something to look back on.
Native
Look how
peoples
far
have
we've come.
experienced many trails of tears, which were movements, violent movements to remove indigenous people from their homelands because white settlers desired their lands.
And it's still happening. I can't believe in my ancestors because of this Jesus and God. I'm getting justice. That's all I know. I
The
love you,
Navajo
boys.
will march to a barren reservation called Bosque Redondo on the present-day
I love you,
Texas-New
boys,
Mexico
and,
border. Nearly 2,000 Navajo died at Bosque Redondo.
read books.
The Navajo were
Do
allowed
your
to
research.
return home.
Educate yourself. Be yourself. Tell the truth. Speak the truth. Be loud. Be heard. Don't lose yourself. Forgive yourself. Be at peace with yourself. Work hard for yourself. Be gentle with yourself. Know yourself.
don't teach investing in school.
I love you.
I think
boys.
that's one of the biggest flaws of public
See you
education.
soon.
Nobody